Hey everybody, Mike here. Today we're going to make a paper airplane. It's one I've been making for years and I thought I'd share it with you. Paper airplanes are fun in general, but I like to make them when I'm visiting family and we're just kind of hanging out. And there's some nieces and nephews looking for something to do. So what you see me doing now is just taking an ordinary 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper and tearing it in two. You could use scissors. It certainly would make a cleaner cut, but I found that this works okay too. So how you start is you take the top edge and line it up with the side to make a 45-degree angle. Open it up. Take the same fold on the other side. That. Open it up. You have this X right near the top of your paper. Now this is kind of a cool fold. Take the sides and you pull them in. And slowly bring the top down. And now you've made the front of the plane. Just like that. Now you have these two tabs. Bring one, pull it over to the other side, and make a crease. Then you're going to bring this corner down toward the back until you have this edge that's parallel to the center line of the plane. You don't have to take a measurement, but I would say roughly a 1/2 inch gap between the edge and the center line of the plane works pretty good. And here's what you do to keep symmetry on the plane. Symmetry being very, very, very important. Bring this back over, and now you bring the tab on the other side over and you make a fold right on top. That's what keeps both sides equal in shape. Now pick up what you have. Carry that center line all the way down the length of the plane with one fold. And now we're more than halfway there. Now because I don't like points on my planes, because whenever you fly it into a wall it crinkles up the front and gets ruined pretty quick, I put a blunt end on it, just like that. Take the point, line it up with the center line. And again, you know, measurements aren't that important, but I would say if this were maybe 1 inch long, you'd be in good shape. Now there's a lot of folding going on in the front, so if you have trouble making that fold from this point on, take your fingernail and push it into the paper, softens it up at that very end there. Then go back to that fold you made before. It goes down the middle, like that. Now all that's left are wings and the tail. When you make the wings, remember these tabs. You don't want them inside the plane, you want them on the wings. So when you make your wings, bring your fold up to about where that tab starts, so that it's all outside of the plane, if you know what I mean. It's sticking out, but it's not buried inside the body of the plane. Make your fold for the other wing. And now it's starting to look like a plane. So far, so good. Now here's the tricky part. We're going to make a tail. So to make a tail, you take the corner, the back of the plane, and you turn this bottom edge up so that it's coming up at a 45-degree angle, roughly. Doesn't have to be exact. Just like that. Then you want a pair of scissors. And the fold that you use to make the wings comes all the way back here. Follow that line all the way to where it meets up with the fold you just made. You want to make a cut. You want to cut away the fold. So you can follow the fold closely, or you don't have to. You can turn it up a little bit. But the idea is to get rid of the fold so that you can open the plane again. End up with something like that. Open it up, and now you have this tail feature in the back. And this is where it gets a little bit tricky. You want to invert that fold so that it's sticking up. Get that fold started in the back, continue up, run your finger up the length of it, sometimes that helps. And then press for a crease. Now you have this oversized tail, which we're going to trim. And with your scissors, you're going to go all the way from the bottom of the wing, because you want to shorten the wing. You have portions of the back of the wing that are not stable because of the formation of the tail. You have this material in the back that's not supported. So we're going to remove that as well. We're going to go up from the bottom. Continue up through the tail. Just like that. Sometimes you're making your cut, the two sides don't cut evenly, so just feel free to go back and trim it just like that. Then to get rid of this point, this is where you're controlling the height of the tail. If you have a really high, big tail, it's going to keep the nose up and it'll create a little more drag and the plane won't be as fast. So you can go all the way down here and make a really fast plane. It doesn't turn, doesn't have a lot of, doesn't do a lot to keep the nose up. Or you can come up a little bit more and have the tail play a bigger role in how it flies. So I'm going to do something in between, somewhere around here. Maybe, and it can be flat, you can turn it up at an angle. So maybe I'll do something like that. So we're almost done. Last thing you want to do is put little tabs at the end of the wing, which from what I found, gives it a little more stability. When you do that, again, to maintain symmetry, you want to fold the wings and then match what you did on the other side. Okay. So there it is, my version of a paper airplane. So let's fly it. Get this camera turned around. Back it up a little. there you have it. The plane should come back to you. If you throw it sidearm, the plane should come back to you. Then you can fly it straight on and do a loop. There it is. Enjoy. I hope you like this video, and good luck with your paper airplanes.